You just got the call. Honey, we have to bring the champagne for New Year's. No! We got you. We got you. We always got you. But we really got you. This is amazing bubbles that just rolled in the door. You know, some of the champagne shipments have been a bit late this year for whatever reason, but late relatively speaking. We usually like to see champagne in October, early November, so we can start merchandising it for the final 2 months of the season. But sometimes it doesn't work that way, and a few things have shown up late that are really compelling, and we're glad they're here, and we're glad they're here in time for New Year's and beyond. You got Valentine's Day too coming up. So anyway, this is a beautiful champagne with a difficult name. I'm not going to say an ugly name because it is a nice name. When you say it horribly, like I will, Gyéjacquot, I'm going to be mocked. French people. I tried to research this, guys. I was on the Googles for an hour researching how to pronounce this, and the closest I got was Gyéjacquot. Now, you can call it the G. Give me the G. Whatever. You can come up with your own name for it. I don't care. The champagne's baller, and it is beyond reasonable. So we're going to be seeing more of this. I hope 2025 is the year of like all these smaller growers kind of coming to the fore, getting marketing, getting representation here, but at reasonable prices. I think there's a big problem with champagne. Well, not think, I know. There's a big problem with champagne with pricing based on the fact that part of the pricing is based on the importer thinking what they can get for it, you know, as opposed to what it should be. Other pricing that's foolish is established through the billions of dollars of marketing spent on these brands, you know. How many ice buckets, how many t-shirts, how many midnight parties in Las Vegas for a bunch of people that aren't going to buy the wine do you need? How about if we just bought the champagne and treated it like a fine wine and worked on the same margins that you did with say a really up-and-coming Côte d'Rhône producer, or, you know what I mean? And gave these growers a chance to be growers in America, to have their product thrive, to break into the market without trying to break into the market at the same price as Veuve friggin' Clicquot and getting their asses handed to them. How about that? Well, we got that for you today. And we're going to have more of that coming for you in the next 3-4 months of 2025. 25 is going to be an exciting year for champagne, mostly grower champagne, but at great prices. I'm so stoked. I'm like fired up because the whole $60 champagne thing, people are like over it. And you know you can get champagne for 30, 35 bucks, but the world's like, no, it should be 60. And everyone's like, why? And so, yeah, we're going to fix that. Starting with Gyéjacquot. So, brothers, Frederick and Cyril, this is a second-generation champagne house, by the way, which is something else you're going to see a lot of. As these small growers turn away from selling their fruit to the big concerns, to the monster conglomerates, they're going to start making their own gear, some more successfully than others. So it's going to be the palate that determines who the good guys are, who the hot ones are, who's really making it happen. We're going to be flooded with names in the next year of all these guys canceling half their contracts, you know, still selling half the Moet Chandon or whatever so they can pay their bills, but also creating their own champagnes. Gyéjacquot is very successful, but again, they're second generation. The father, Frederick and Cyril's father, started the domain in 1970, Champagne House, Maison, in 1970, and this is them just doing their thing down in the Aube. Down in the Aube, the very far south of Champagne. Around, actually another horrible name, Celle-sur-Ours. Right? Rolls right off the tongue, huh? What you got there? Oh, I just got the Gyéjacquot from Celle-sur-Ours. Oh, I'll have some of... the wine's flipping great. 80% Pinot Noir, 10% Chard, 10% Meunier, 2 years on tirage, dosed with 8 grams per liter, and all Kimmeridgian soil. All that classic, you know, that thread, that Chablisian thread that runs through the southern part of Champagne and the Aube and the Bar. It's bar, but it's fun to say Bar. Yeah, like that, like those places. You know, the south's a bit warmer in the north, obviously, for Champagne, so the Pinot Noir does a lot better, and you get richer, I would say more voluptuous styles of Champagne. They are champagnes that are easier to do with lower dosage levels if you choose, but 8 grams is just fine by me, because that just makes this stuff a treat. Now, on the label on the back, it says they're NM, Négociant Manipulant, for all you nerds out there. But they farm 20 different parcels of their own, and it doesn't mention they buy in a lot of fruit, if any. So they might be NM because maybe they do buy fruit once in a while, but I think they get the feeling of an RM type place. You know, and that's another thing we're going to be seeing up and coming. You know, look at the cool package. Look at the top. I mean, this is classy gear. It looks classy, right? And we're going to be seeing more of that. Just super classy gear from RMs that are basically NMs because they buy like 5% some year if they need something, and they don't care if they have an NM and RM in front of their name, like some other people want to make you care. So they're just good champagne people making great champagne for the money. So easy. No. This does not have the complexities of L'Armandier Bernier's Terre de Vertu. You know, this isn't that champagne. This is brilliant hose champagne, which 90% of the people that come into my establishment want brilliant hose champagne. And 10% are looking for complexity and another layer. We have that for you. Champagne can do that. But for the vast majority of you looking for a great price on champagne that tastes great, Gyéjacquot, this is the ticket. It's Pinot-y, so it's rich, it's red fruited, even though it's not a rosé. It feels red fruited in style. You know, the essence of the red fruit, that roundness of that red fruit, you know, strawberry cherry character come into play here. Cherry, like that cherry echo seems to be the flavor profile banging in this wine. And it's just fun. You just drink it, right? I'm not here to ponder my navel, man. I'm here to drink champagne. And this is drinkable. Price. 27? I'd have to look it up. I'm brain farting. Under 30 bucks. Like well under 30. Like 26.98, 27.98. Don't quote me, no dirty emails in case I'm saying the wrong price in the email. Or you might just edit that out, Pat. Probably just edit it out. Or maybe you can overdub something, like if I say, like, you know, like we'll do this thing. We'll do the thing like in the videos where it'll be overdubbed with the correct price. And $26.98. We have plenty of Gyéjacquot champagne. It is fabulous. It is delicious. It is value priced at $26.98. You should buy some and drink some.